Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be closing out my household budget for the month of June. So we're going to jump right on into it. If you're new to my channel, my name is Janelle and I do all things budgeting. I also include workweek lunches, grocery hauls, meal planning, and also lifestyle videos. So if that is something that you're interested in, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with your friends and family. Oh, and I actually opened up right to June. So I do just want to, let me get a black pen and just say that these are all of my bills. The ones that are in like this lighter pink color. So I did pay all of my bills for this month. Gas, I'll actually fill it in later because I want to go over the actual numbers with you, but this is just what my like spread looks like for the month. And we are going to go to my actual monthly spread. So the first thing that I wanted to do was prepare for hurricane season, which was going to be June 1st. Now I have not done this video of me going to get anything for hurricane season. So I am planning to make sure that I get that done for July, because as of this video, we are supposed to be having like tropical like rain for the next week. So it could potentially turn into something. They are not 100% sure yet. So that is something to keep in mind. And so I know that I already have like water, we have some rice, and we already have beans. So, and then we already have bread as well too. So it would just be some things that I would need to like run and pick up, water it being the biggest thing. But I am sort of kind of like already just have some small things on hand. So I should be okay. But you know, when it comes to a hurricane, you just have to be prepared. Just have to be prepared. So I am going to say that, I mean, we are prepared for it. Like we have the things that we need. We just need to make sure like everything is working. And just kind of prepare for that stuff. So now we are going to get into the meat of our budget. So the first thing is our income. So J is for Janelle, B is for my husband. So I budgeted 500 for me, 18 for my 100, and then a rollover of 1460 to give us a total of 3716 for the month. So I did bring in 500 and then 1800 for my husband. His is automatically taken out of his check and just put into our household account. And then for our rollover, it was actually 1454.43, which gave us a total of 3754.43 to work with. Okay, so now down to our expenses. Our mortgage was as budgeted, $1495.92. Our electricity ended up being $125.56. Our gas bill ended up being $33.69. Our internet bill is $84.08. Our utilities, which consist of our exorbitant tax fees, water, sewage, and trash, is $204.25. Spending was for $300. And then ADT, which is our security system, $49.78, and our YouTube TV is $81.87. And so that total came out to $2,375.15. Okay, so I just kind of want to address or just talk about some quick things. So my electric, y'all, I talked about it in my 5 tips and tricks. If I remember, I'll make sure that it's in the description box below if you guys want to see that video. I talk about how I put my AC at 78 while we're not here. And surprisingly enough, I am still going over my electric bill. I've already seen my electric bill for July and it is through the roof, y'all. And yes, the part of the reason is that gas prices are a lot higher. So our energy costs are going to be higher, but It's crazy. And then I started to reel about it. I went to go look at our actual bill, and it's like almost 8 degrees hotter than it was last year during this time. So I am taking it. I'm gonna need to take into consideration when I'm budgeting from now, for now on, is that it's also a lot hotter outside than it was last year. So my house being at 78 isn't the same as me putting maybe my house on 82. To kind of get my billing to where I want it to be. I don't know if I need my house to get that high, so we'll kind of see what it averages out over the next couple of months, but I know my light bill is going to be high. So unfortunately, what I'm budgeting for is probably not what I'm going to actually be paying. And then same thing with utilities. I don't know what's going on with our water. I knew that whenever we started watering our grass that it would go up, but we're not watering our grass as much. So we're really focused on watering the front of our lawn because that's first impressions. And then our backyard gets maybe watered like twice a week instead of every odd day. And it was still high. It went down for July, but I never know what's going on with our utilities. So those are like the biggest two things. Gas is right on, par with what I budgeted. Once again, gas prices are high right now. So this $3.69 really is probably what the overage is for whatever gas may be. So that is where we are for expenses. Now for my sinking funds, I budgeted $275. However, I actually did $200. Excuse me, y'all. I'm so sorry for the yawning. If you are not new to my channel, y'all know how I feel about this yawning. It does not make sense to me. Maybe it's the room. I really don't know, but my goodness. And so I actually put $200 instead of $275. And then for my emergency funds, I actually put $40.28 here. And so we have my expenses at $2,375.15. We have sinking funds at $200, savings at $40.28, and our total was $2,649.57, which leaves me, oh, I'm so sorry, I wrote that wrong. It's actually $26,1543, which leaves me with exactly $1139 as my rollover for July. So that is just what is this called? What my budget looks like, you guys, for June, or my budget closeout. I'm kind of upset right now. I did not even write June on here. Like, shame on me for not doing that. But yeah, this is for June 2022. Now we're gonna go ahead and close out my sinking funds, where I'm gonna get a little chatty with you guys about where I'm going with that. So we have that here, and we are gonna go ahead and start this. And I just have my iPad off to the side so I can be able to make sure that I am counting the money correctly. So let's come back out here. So, okay, so we're gonna first start off with the emergency fund. So we added $40.28, and I have not spent any money. So that's not in here. So we're going to add $1252.13 plus $40.28, which equals $1292.41. Now this does not include interest because I am doing this video just a few days before I know what my interest rate is on there. So you guys will just see it in July. Now we're going to go to my cash envelopes and sinking funds in here, and I just keep a tally of everything in here. So for cleaning, we started off with 20, and I'm just going to look at this, and I added 15, and I did not take anything out, so we are at $35. All right. And the next is going to be childcare, but I am not doing childcare anymore. And I'm thinking about turning this envelope into a 3 to 6 month envelope. So I'm trying to find my way, y'all. I'm trying to find my way. I'm doing things so weird on my journey to debt freedom, and it looks really weird, but I kind of sometimes know what I'm trying to accomplish. So I already technically have like $1,000. It's not where I want to be, but I at least have $1,000 in my emergency fund. So I'm just slowly putting money into there. And I've already said that the money that I'm saving for my 50 envelope challenge for my personal account is also going to go into that emergency fund as well too. So now that I kind of have that saved up, I want to go ahead and start saving 3 to 6 months worth of bills. So I think that's what I'm going to do here. And I'm just going to slowly take my time. I think I've been pushing myself to try to get all of this money into savings and all of this stuff that then I don't give myself enough grace to live our lives and get things that we need to get. And then I end up blowing everything instead of just taking my time. That is my biggest issue right now, because like I'm like decluttering our house and we need storage stuff, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't buy any storage because I'm going to use my credit card, and then and then I'm just running around in a circle. And I'm just taking this time to just like reset and just get myself together and just slowly take things a day at a time. I think that I'm freaking out maybe just a little bit because I'm supposed to be having surgery, and then too, with this whole recession and people losing their jobs and things of that sort, I just think it puts me on edge a little bit when I don't need to be on edge. So so that's what I'm thinking to use for that. So the next one is going to be funds. So also let me tell you guys this as well too. All of my sinking funds, they do not come out as cash. They just get transferred straight into our household savings account. And then anything that has cash in there, that's what I kind of consider our cash envelopes for our household, because I use it on a monthly basis. So fun right now, we added $70 and we haven't spent anything. So now we're at $390, and we still have not decided if we're going to take this trip in October yet. So I'm hoping my husband makes a decision real quick, y'all. Next is going to be health. We had $64 in there and we added $10. I did not use anything, and we're at 74. And yes, I know I've been to the doctor several times and I've just charged it to the card, because if I use this money, then I'm not going to have it. And so I just need to save up something, y'all. I'll eat the cost later. Holiday started off with 55, and then I put $15 in there. And I have not used anything. And so now we're at $70. And holidays is to cover all of the other holidays except for Christmas. And I'm really just expecting to get about $150 in here, because there's not much going on, since we don't do too much for like all of these holidays except for really Christmas and Thanksgiving. Household 2, which had $100 in there. We put 25 in there. We have not spent anything, so that is now at $125. And originally I know that I wanted to have all of these general sinking funds, but I think that I really do need to make a separate fund from household and then like household projects, because I think it makes more sense, because I can grow the money in household projects, because I may or may not need it or don't know when we'll need it. But for household, I want to be able to use this for like clothes and things for the house and buying bulk things. And if I keep using the money out, I'll never have any money for like I'm not going to say renovations, but you know, house projects. And you know, I'm not there yet where I have a huge amount of money to say like, oh, if I take $100 out, we'll be okay. So we'll see how that works out. Then we have HOA. HOA was at 40, and we added $10. and that brought us to $50 for HOA. And there really is no goal technically for HOA right now. I just want to be able to have something to be able to put towards our HOA payment at the beginning of the year, instead of taking the entire amount out of like one account all at the same time. Next is going to be lawn care. So this is kind of what I consider a like cash envelope. So actually we deposited $50 in here for lawn care, but then I am going to put, let's just say, excuse me, I'm just going to say $624. We're going to put lawn care, and I'm going to do minus 25. And so 60 minus 25 is 35, right? Let's just make sure. Okay, yes, 35. And I could have counted that when I took the money out. I need to give this to my husband. So we pay our like lawn care people in cash sometimes, and then sometimes my husband actually Venmos him the money, and then I just pay my husband back in cash so that he has cash on hand for himself. So that's why we keep this as cash. And our credit union does not have like Venmo or Zelle or any of that kind of stuff to where I could keep it in our savings account and just cash it out. But also with savings account, you can also transfer money out only 6 times. So we don't need all of that craziness either. Oh, so I need to do minus 25, which leaves us at 35. Then we have moving. I have not added anything to moving, so it's just still at $10, and it's taking a small little pause, or I'm taking a small little pause on it. We have pets that had 70, and then we added $5 and did not spend anything, so it's now at $75. And then weather, I have not taken anything out, and I also have not put in anything since we have reached our goal for that. So that is still at $150. So let me go ahead and add this all up so that we can see what we are ending the month out at. So we're going to do $12.92. 41 plus 35 plus 390 plus 74 plus 70 plus 125 plus 50 plus 35 plus 10 plus 75 plus 150 equals 2306.41. Okay, y'all, so that is where we are at in terms of our ending balance. Now, I know I do have some envelopes that are considered cash, but I also think it's still savings, because if I don't use it, then it's money that is saved up for the next month and so forth. So that's why all of it's just counted in there. I did not have any transactions for this month, so or I guess I did. I had one, but that was out of my like cash sinking fund. So this is just where we're at, you guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys like this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.